All right, everyone, we need to talk about these ancient Sumerian tablets written in cuneiform. Most of them are still sitting around on shelves, unread, because there are so few people who can translate them. But they do talk about the Anunnaki. And there's a lot of misinformation out there. You have this guy, Zechariah Sitchin, and he claimed that he translated some of these tablets. And the Anunnaki were aliens that came to Earth, manipulated the DNA of primates, and had us enslaved, working, mining for gold to help the Anunnaki save their home planet of Nibiru. Now, his books made him a lot of money, but his work has been rejected by scholars in the field because none of the tablets actually say those things. His work is a fabrication. Similar to the founder of Mormonism, Joseph Smith, who claimed that he had to give those golden plates back to the angel, but he can tell you what they said. Here on the website sitchiniswrong.com, an actual scholar in the field points out exactly why and how he was wrong. The Sumerians did not write that the Anunnaki were sky people from another planet who landed here and mated with humans. Anunnaki is a generic term for gods. There's lots of misinformation out there. People claim that this is a spacecraft. Now, I am not telling you that aliens don't exist or that they never had interactions with us, because I don't know that. But what I do claim to know about is the evolution of that cosmic mountain and that goddess with the two. The Sumero-Babylonians themselves said that the gods were the planets, not people, and that their stories were myths representing personifications of these bodies. These gods are not people or aliens, but personifications of the solar hero, and they personified those planets. Anu was a chief deity, Saturn. So you have Anu and you have the Anunnaki. It's the same concept of El, the Most High God, and the Elohim. Anunnaki are not people, they represent the seven. What Sitchin is putting forth is not what the ancients themselves said. Now we have differing accounts of how many Anunnaki there were. Sometimes it's 30 or 50 or 100 or 200 or more. But the overwhelming number that comes up is 7. And it is said they set the land aflame as the storm was approaching. Just as there are 7 in the mighty Elohim, when they worshipped El, who was also Saturn, the Most High God, the Most High planet of that original polar configuration, from our perspective. Now Marduk often represented Jupiter. One of Marduk's 50 names was Nibiru. One of the lesser Anunnaki, the sun god Tammuz, who is between the mouths of the rivers which are on both sides. And that is a reference to those two personified celestial rivers amongst this cosmic mountain, coming from that polar configuration. That tree of life with the two. Also, this is a symbol of the flood. In the Sumerian tablets, you have the hero Gilgamesh wrestling with the celestial bull. Not a spacecraft. A cosmic mountain under the winged disk with the two. The 7 Anunnaki lighting the land with their vivid fire. The Anunnaki are part of the celestial mythos, the 7 planets. Among the Serbs, the sun was a young and handsome king. He lived in a kingdom of light and sat on a throne of gold and purple. At his side stood the two. Purple, that ancient purple dawn creation story. When we were inside the heliosphere of a Saturnian dwarf star. And they'll tell you this goddess is Lilith, or Aruru, or Baba, Ishtar, Inanna, Astarte, and on and on and on. They are all representations of that celestial goddess with the two celestial rivers. And why does she have bird feet? It's simply a vestigial memory of what was seen during the evolution of this cosmic mountain. Venus, Inanna, the creator of seasons. Because in that anode glow of the dwarf star, there were no seasons. These were the gods of the north. Tree of life with the two. And this is no alien wristwatch that he's wearing. Simply a symbol of the polar configuration. As are artifacts like these. When Venus was the queen of heaven. And this is that cosmic mountain with the two, one of its manifestations. In the story of Inanna's descent into the netherworld, there are only 7 Anunnaki. And they talk about Enlil with those of the northern sky. The path of Enlil's celestial orbit was a continuous, symmetrical circle around the north celestial pole. The Anunnaki, the ones that came down from heaven, the planets, they did come down. And there were catastrophic planetary flybys. Taking out whatever civilizations existed. Those 2 celestial rivers and the flood, all pieces to this big puzzle. Have a good day, guys.